Ahoy everyone, my name is Cirque and welcome back to another episode here on the NightOwl server. Once again, we are working on the Halloween fall seasonal project over here. Last episode we built this lovely haunted house here, got the whole exterior all done, and I love just looking at this thing. Big Lad says it is wicked. So thank you, Big Lad, for that endorsement. Today we're going to keep working on it. Hopefully we'll be able to get some stuff done upstairs. But our main focus is going to be down here. I redid our stairs in our basement a little bit. So now we've got some signs. Beware, danger ahead. Leave your items and take a rest before continuing on. So I've got some chests here so people can leave their stuff here. And I think I'll put some food here as well. So the idea is that you leave everything except for some food. You walk down this hallway and oh my gosh, you fall into this giant area. But people aren't going to see a giant area. They're going to see a whole bunch of little hallways. And they're going to have to find their way through here. We're making a maze. We're making a very large underground maze. I've got it all planned out here. So as you can see, we've got like two sections. We've got this section, which is, I had a little mock-up made up last episode with some cyan concrete and some paintings. We're going to do that on this side. It's going to look kind of like a hallway in a house or maybe a hotel or something. But then once you get back here to this room, it's going to switch over to kind of a crypt, dungeony type feel, and eventually you'll make your way over to this little spruce wood area, and there will be a bubble elevator to bring you out to the top, where we will have a little cemetery that you'll exit out of. So I think it's time for us to get all of these walls built up, get this maze complete, and we're going to do that in a little time lapse here. And we did it. It's not completely done yet. Got to finish up a few things like the ceiling here, but I can definitely say after running around this quite a bit, we have a maze on our hands. This was so much fun to build, but it took forever. There's a lot of walls here. Kamikaze came over and helped us, and I think it still took like 2 hours to get all of these blocks placed. But I love the way it turned out. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels running around here. So this is the first half of the maze. This is the art gallery where we've got all of these lovely paintings, mostly the 2x2 paintings, of which there's 6 of them. And I love these because they're a little spooky. We got skeletons, we've got heads with flames, we got the wither, we got spiders, we got an angel, we got some more fire. They all have a little bit of a spooky feel to them. And all these paintings are placed randomly except for these 1x2s in the corner. I did the same placement in every single corner with Graham here on the left and the Wanderer on the right so that they all begin to look the same. This corner looks the same as this one, as this one, as this one, as this one. And I'm hoping that just gets people feeling a bit more lost in here. You know, if you're standing right here, all you see is the Wanderer at the end of the hallway there. Hoping that is a nice trick to keep people, you know, struggling to find their way here in the maze. And once you find your way out of the art gallery, you'll end up in this room that I obviously still need to design and build. But this is the halfway point and where the maze transitions from the art gallery to the crypt. So this is the crypt maze here, decorated with all of these shelves and the candles. This was a lot more annoying to do than the paintings. This took a little bit longer, but I love the way that this looks. So many candles went into this. And I did the same corner trick on this side of the maze where every corner is the same. We've got 1 candle on the left and 2 on the right, hoping just to add a little bit of disorientation to people wandering through the maze. And this is what it all looks like from above. Just a very large, chaotic mess. There is so many walls here. I'm kind of curious how many like linear blocks of walls we've built. In fact, we could probably look at the statistics here. So I've used some cyan concrete on my cliff houses, but most of this is gonna be from here. And polished basalt, I don't think I've used that in any other build. So I'm pretty sure all of that 1,700 blocks is just from building this thing. That is a lot of blocks, plus all of these deep slate bricks, of course. And I still need to go through and place all of these ceilings, but I think we're gonna wait for that until the end because it's a little bit easier to get around and to check on the maze, make sure everything's done and done correctly from above. So that will probably be the last thing we do. I think the next thing we're going to work on is all of these magenta markers throughout here. So with this maze, there are multiple paths that you can take that are all going to get you towards the end. Like at the beginning here, we've got 3 different directions you can go, and all 3 of these eventually meet up with each other further down the maze. But at each of these magenta markers, we're going to be putting doors. And those doors are going to be opening and closing randomly on their own. So this maze is going to be constantly changing. And it's going to be constantly changing while you're running through it even. So I think that's going to add a lot more fun, a lot more challenge. It's going to make this maze more replayable. And also it means that I can actually play this maze because I have kind of memorized this thing already. Like, look at that. We're back at the beginning. No problem. So for each of these doors here, we need to put down some pistons, something like this up and there. Then we can put that down, and we need to redstone that up in this tight little space. I think we're gonna have to go on this side here, and we should be able to just bring some slabs down. Whoops, that needs to be on the top of the block. Bring some slabs down to here. Put some redstone on these and up there. And then we need to just bring that down. Oh, hey, there's a big cave here. Okay, we can bring that redstone down over to the other side here. Okay, I've got the redstone connected up to the pistons on either side. So if we power this line, the door gets closed. And I think the way we're going to trigger this is with an observer getting pushed by a sticky piston. So when this piston extends, when that gets powered, it's going to send a 1-tick pulse, and this is either going to open or close. And we're going to put a randomizer on this because we don't want it switching every single time that it gets activated. So we'll put a comparator with 2 pieces of redstone dust. We'll put a dropper over here with a hopper. And I think we'll give this a 50% chance. So let's do a spider eye, and I'll just put one of my tools in here for now. So when we activate this dropper, there is a chance that it's going to open or close. There, it closed. Push it again, nothing happened. Push it again, and now it opened. So that we're going to have this system at every single door in the maze. They're all going to have their separate randomizer, and we're going to have one central clock that triggers like every, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes. I'll have to figure out the timing on that. I'll have to play around with it. But say every 2 minutes, it sends a pulse to every single door, and every single door is going to have a 50% chance of switching. So if it's open already, they'll have a 50% chance of closing, or if it's closed, they'll have a 50% chance of opening. So that is the idea. Now it's just the execution, going through and trying to fit all of these pistons everywhere. And look at that. We now have a changing maze here. We've got all of the doors redstoned up and a timer going off to activate these doors randomly so that we never know which doors are going to be open and closed. Right now I've got the timer moving pretty quickly just so I can go through and make sure all of the doors are working and they're hooked up, and it looks like everything is connected. We've got doors opening and closing all over the place. Let's see, is this one gonna open up? There it goes. Nice. So yeah, I've squeezed the redstone in between all these walls. Let's see if I can get out of here. And then down underneath the maze, I've got a redstone line running down through the center and branching off to activate all of these different doors separately. And down at the end of this redstone line, we've got a timer, little hopper clock. Right now, I've just got 8 items in there, but we'll be throwing a bunch more to make sure that the maze doesn't change too often. I'll have to play around with the timings because I do want the maze to be changing while you're going through it, but I don't want it to change too quickly so that if you come up to one of these doors, you could just wait until it opens again. I want it to, take a minute or two before it has the chance to open again, so that you're more likely to go and try and find a different path. Now, I do have one special door that is separate from the rest of them. This one's going to work a little bit differently. I have several paths here that all meet at this intersection right here. And when you get here, you can actually see the exit at the end of this long hallway. But if you try and make your way down this hallway, you're going to get a door slammed in your face as you're running through here. And that door is going to stay closed for a very long time. I'm going to put as long of a delay as I can with a hopper clock so that it is not worth it to sit here and wait. I mean, you could sit here and like wait at the end and make it through, but that'd be pretty boring. Basically, I'm going to shut this off. The whole purpose of this is to give people a sense of hope. They're going to think that they found the exit, and they'll run down here, and their hope is dashed against the rocks. And they're going to have to make their way back and find one of these other paths that go around that door and make it here to the exit. So the way I did the redstone here is we've got obviously a skulk sensor underneath the floor. I've got this whole hallway isolated with wool in the walls, and I think I'm even going to put it on the ceiling just in case there's any bats flying around so that they don't trigger it. Because I really want, I don't want people to trigger it until they're actually in this hallway. And down below, we can take a look at the redstone, if I can find it here. Okay, the redstone for that is over here. So we've got the sensor back here behind the wool. When that activates, it pushes this observer over, which starts off this hopper clock right here, We've got 16 items in there at the moment, but I think I'm going to fill this completely to get the maximum delay. And while this timer is running, this redstone block is going to be over here, powering this line, and that's going to lock out the sensor. This block is going to get pushed over. So even if the sensor gets activated again, it's not going to mess up our timer until the timer shuts off. And to open and close the door, we've got our redstone over here running up these slabs to activate all the pistons. And this observer is going to send a 1-tick pulse as soon as any items come into this hopper. So once the clock starts running, it's going to close that door. And it's not going to open it again until this hopper is empty again, which isn't going to happen until all of the items move over to this hopper. And then all of them move back to the first one. Then this will get unpowered and it will send another pulse to open up the door. So nice long delay. And we can activate this to show the redstone working. So we'll just throw a torch there. That starts off the hopper clock. This lit up, so it closed the door up there. And the timer's running. All the items are draining into this hopper. As soon as that hopper's empty, it pulls the redstone block back. And now the items are draining back. And once that's empty, this will give off another 1-tick pulse to open that door up. Pretty neat. Well, I've been hard at work down in the maze, and I think it's time for us to take a little tour of the place. Pretty sure I've got everything all finished up. So once again, this is our little entrance, our entry room, where we've got our warning signs telling people there's danger ahead and to leave your items and take a rest. Mainly that's just as a liability, so no one's dying in the maze and losing all their stuff because they can't find it again. So ideally people take off all their stuff and leave it here. We've got an ender chest. We've got some storage if they want to put their stuff in there. And I've also got some food for them. We've got some treats to eat down in the maze. Got a bunch of candy carrots here all made up. We don't have candy corn around here. We've got the delicious, way better candy carrots. And then when they're all ready, they can make their way down the hallway towards the keep out sign. But once they get far enough, I've adjusted the sensor so that it won't go off until they are over the opening. So they're going to get dropped down into the maze, into the art gallery side where everything is all finished up. I got the ceiling all put down here. Got the timings all set for these doors. Let's see, maybe we can get around this way. Is this going to be open? Yes, it is. Awesome. So yeah, this should be all ready and running. I love how this whole thing turned out. And Kami was actually over here earlier running through this maze, doing a little trial run. So I followed him around to see how well he could get through this thing.
I mean, it's working as intended, obviously.
Hey, there we go.
I am, in fact, stuck.
Where you at? Did you try this way?
I think I looked somewhere. I don't remember now. I feel like my brain tells me I need to be this way.
Your brain's, yeah, it's pretty right.
But, like, I can't find it. That's no.
Oh, no.
Dang it.
I can definitely say the changing doors are working. They're helping to keep you lost.
Yeah. Aha!
Oh, you made it. Because, yeah, that last dead end you found was a door that would have been a way through here.
Oh, really?
Because that was right on the other side of here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dang.
So it does work. I like it. But yeah, look at this beautiful
then.
New room.
I like this.
This little crypt. Got all these coffins. I used the 2 skeletons. No, I haven't put anything. Maybe I'll do a little Easter eggs. I used those 2 skeleton heads here.
Nice.
And I got to use this painting. I wanted to use this so bad, but it doesn't fit in the rest of the maze.
It's like the only place that it would actually work really well.
Yeah. Just a weird skeleton sitting in a, I don't know, like a paper boat or a shoe or
hollowed out piece of bread. What is that?
I have no idea.
Bag of flour? What the hell is that?
Well, you made it halfway through the maze. You're into the crypt. Now where are we going?
So that, oh, dang it. This is where the problem is because like I generally know where the exit is. It's somewhere there, I think.
Yep.
But
That is the
I couldn't
direction.
tell you. Oh, dang it. It's doors, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, on this side I couldn't really hide the doors with first off I kind of designed the maze incorrectly where I had to put the doors in certain spots that you can usually tell. I don't know if this one's like on this side the doors, a lot of the doors are basalt like this here. That's
Oh,
the basalt pillars, just because I
Yeah.
didn't allow myself enough straight
thanks.
paths. Hey, look, a door. Yeah, there's too many like corners on this side, so I couldn't quite get them to like hide as nicely.
Hide.
But also, it doesn't matter because the basalt is like this is a door because the basalt's facing the wrong way.
I mean, at the end of the day, it still works.
Yeah, it's still
Does its job like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be if you notice those things, you'll be able to tell where the doors are, but it's still I guess I gotta fix that. Nice little window through because of the redstone.
I want to go over there. Let me in. Let me in.
I don't think that's the way you want to go anyways.
No.
It might be actually. I will say I don't know this side as well as the art gallery side.
Is there anything over here?
Well, oh, this door closed again.
Oh, dang it.
Making progress. Seems right. Feels right.
It's feeling good so far. Well, there's that hole there, I think. Oh.
And it's blocked. Well, but this door's open, so I can go through here.
Yeah, look, I can
Back over to this
go
side.
in now. I feel like, is that door where I need to be?
It's one of the paths, but there are multiple paths.
Okay. Oh.
And now this is closed.
Well, does this one happen to open? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
So now,
Well.
so now this is a case where you'd have to backtrack all the way around.
Yeah. It's effective. I like it. Here again.
Yeah. Well, this might be where you want to be.
It's feeling good.
You should come this way.
That's what I was thinking.
I want you should come this way.
Oh, what'd you do?
No, don't sneak. You can't sneak. That's one problem with the sensors, being able to sneak past them.
What was supposed to trigger?
Well, it's just that there's a door.
Oh,
that closes when you.
Like right in your face. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole idea is like there's a couple of paths that lead to here, and you see this long path with the exit, and you're like, "Oh, I'm finally made it," and then door closes in your face.
No.
And it doesn't open for a very long time.
That's good. I think I went for the sneak just because I was like, is he gonna like drop me somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe. I mean, I guess I could still put pressure plates on there because they would still trigger the sensor. But yeah, I was like, I want to use the sensor because it's nice and invisible, but yeah, there's the problem of people just being able to sneak past them if they know what's going on. But I'm just hoping that people don't know, what's going on.
No, unlikely they know. Man, I know it's theirs, but the heck, man.
I'll have to get all the night owls to come through, and I'll just follow them through here.
All right, should we do it this time? Or is this the real way?
This is
the real way.
This is the real way out.
Okay.
Yeah, you made it around.
Didn't trust it that time.
Oh, and look at that. I found the exit on my own. Let's go run towards it. Oh, no. The door is shut in my face. And this door is not going to open for a long time. I made sure to extend that timer for as long as I could with a hopper timer. Also, one thing I did since I ran through this maze with Kami. Oh, I didn't do it here. I've been going through and switching out these polished basalt and putting them facing this way on the dead ends, because that way it looks just like the doors. One problem I had was that when the doors push in, they push in this polished basalt that's facing that way. And so you see the ends of it. So I've just gone through to all the dead ends to basically make them look like the doors. I face the basalt looking like that so that people aren't sure if that's a way that's going to open up for them or if it's going to stay closed. Oh, looks like it's open. So we've made it to the true end. This door is still closed on us. So we've got some candles here, kind of lighting up the exit. Also, I just needed the light here because it was a little bit too dark, especially when this door was closed. We were getting some mobs spawning down here. Otherwise, even though it looks super dark in here, it is bright enough to not have any mob spawn, which is a good thing. Keeps it nice and safe. We won't have any creepers running through here and blowing up the place. But another thing that I've done since Kamikaze ran through here is we actually have a proper exit to this place. I built the mausoleum up here at the end. So it shoots you out into this little crypt, this mausoleum. We've got a couple of coffins. Congratulations, and you did it. I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. Nice little joke. Haha. But also congratulating people on making it through the maze. Maybe I'll put a prize in here. I'm not entirely sure what I would give out as a prize. I'll have to see if I can think of anything. Got a nice lovely painting. I love being able to use all of these spooky paintings that Minecraft has. And then we've got an ender chest here if you put your stuff away in there, and a button to let you out of the mausoleum here. And this was going to open up into a nice little graveyard that, of course, we have yet to build. But that is going to have to wait because we are all out of time today. Next episode, we're going to be working on the inside of the Haunted Mansion. If you guys have any more ideas on how to make this place feel nice and haunted, any redstone contraptions or decorations we can do to add to the spookiness, let me know down in the comments. I have quite a few ideas already, but I would still love to hear any suggestions that you guys have. So yeah, leave that down in the comments. If you enjoyed the build today, and if you're enjoying our little Halloween town that's popping up, make sure to leave a like down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye, folks.